Hey guys!
Not creepy at all.
Oh my god.
Somebody was asking on your YouTube about your positive outlook, why your demeanor seemed to change from previous videos to more recent videos.
Right. Well, I think you can imagine if you're, really, really healthy and you've never had much of a medical issues at all, other than, a little bit of fertility issues. And then, you're expecting your second child, everything's going great, and then all of a sudden you're hit with a cancer diagnosis. It can be kind of like a kick in the gut.
Mm-hmm.
And after I had time to, process everything and really, I think once you're diagnosed with cancer, you kind of just have this, attitude. Once it sinks in, you kind of have this attitude of everything happens for a reason. You gotta live day by day because tomorrow is not promised. So I feel like that's why I'm not freaking out as much. But that's really just on video. I have my moments. You've seen me. I get nervous and I've cried a time or two, but I really try to, I don't know, try not to worry too much.
That's normal.
I think that's probably why my demeanor has changed, just because I honestly expected that this would happen at some point. So kind of like when they told me, I was like, oh yeah, okay. All right, round 2, here we go. I think it's really started to kick in this after I got the call from MD Anderson, because I don't know. It makes it more real.
Yeah, it's been tougher on you the last week or so since the appointment and everything was made.
Yeah. I just don't want to, I don't know. I gotta do what I gotta do. And then just move on. And I just gotta take care of it and then move on.
Well, some things you can't change and some things you can change, and I think that in the last few months you've changed some things that have probably helped too, and maybe I'm part of that, I hope.
What do you mean, oh yeah.
But, what's going on inside your body is not something you can necessarily change in some ways, but, other things in your life that you have changed in the last few months that also has an impact on you.
Yeah, there's been a lot of change. A lot of change in the last year, just a lot. So, but it's not all, I wouldn't take it back. I'm still way happier than when I was 6 months ago.
So we had a really interesting kind of a background story for how we met. So you and your ex-husband met about the same time that me and my ex-wife met.
Yeah.
You guys got together at the same time. We both entered the divorce process at the same time. We were both with them for 10 years.
Yep.
And then somewhere around the same time we joined actually a kind of a online dating site, not like the big Match.com, just kind of an off-the-wall one, and somehow found each other, and we happened to live really close to one another for all that time and never crossed paths, and
yeah.
And we just kind of hit it off, considering we were both going through a divorce at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
He messaged me and he said, hey, it looks like we're going through the same thing. That was his first message.
Yeah, awesome.
And then it wasn't too long. I think we talked for a few days before we met in person.
Yeah, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and started talking about kind of our past and discovered we had all that in common.
So weird.
And then figured out that our stories of the marriage and the divorce were almost identical as well.
Yeah, we didn't know that until
you and I were two peas in a pod, and our exes are basically identical personalities.
It's so weird. 2 of his children are the exact same age of 2 of mine.
And same sex. So
Yeah.
2 boys, 2 years old, 2 girls, 4 years old, and then you obviously have the older kids. So.
Yeah. So, did it freak you out at all knowing that I had like
No.
a crap ton of kids?
No. I like kids, so.
Yeah. So when we first started talking, and we were like sending pictures back and forth, he didn't say. I asked him to send me a picture of him, and he sent me this picture of him and his friend, and I said, "Okay, but which one are you?"
yeah. We were driving down the road at that time, and I didn't have a good picture of just me.
I'm like, okay, but who are you? And then so I sent him one, and I have this tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if it was like by my face or something, but he noticed it, and he said, "Cool tattoo. Is that a cancer ribbon?" And I automatically thought, oh crap. Now I'm gonna have to this talk. So I said, short story. I'm a survivor, and I think he said something like, "Cool, I like a fighter," or something like that.
I've had a lot of friends and family pass from cancer and related issues, so I don't know. I guess,
Did it not intimidate you?
no, I mean,
So I didn't tell him the whole story right away. We started talking. I mean, we were talking for a couple weeks, and I really started to develop feelings for him. So I'm like, I really just got to tell him what's up with this cancer stuff. And this was before I ever had the recent MRIs.
Mm-hmm.
This was before any of that came up.
that was only in the last, 2 months or less?
Yeah. But I told him, I said, I was diagnosed with this really rare cancer, and it has a very high reoccurrence rate. I just want to let you know, because, I feel like that's something you should be aware of if we're dating, and,
For about 3 months, you were scared that I was going to run away.
Yeah.
Didn't run away the first month, not the second month.
Yeah. He's put up with me so far. How do you feel now about?
No different. I mean, to me, it's just something that you're going through, and I just kind of want to be there with you. So, live your life one
That's
day
right.
at a time.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. We kind of hit it off so well that it was kind of like we felt like we should have been together with the kids that we have for the last so many years, but
Yeah, it's weird because we haven't known each other very long.
we feel like we have.
Yeah, we definitely feel like I feel like it didn't take very long for me to fall in love with him. Like, not at all. Like, it was crazy. And I'm sure he thought I was crazy.
Nah. No crazier than me.
But yeah, I feel like our personalities just really meshed together. So a lot of people have been asking me for a GoFundMe. Like, a lot.
I feel like you'd rather give them something for...
Yeah, okay, so Dustin had this really great idea about, like, having a, what is it called?
It's just a t-shirt website called Teespring.
Okay.
And now they've kind of worked with YouTube quite a bit to where you can put t-shirts that you make.
Yeah, okay, so I can design my own t-shirts and then put a link on my channel. And so you can purchase a t-shirt to support me. And, half of the money obviously goes to the t-shirt company, but or a percentage of it goes to me. And that would help out. Obviously, just sharing my channel and sharing my story really helps a lot. There needs to be more awareness for ACC.
And also just the medical treatment, because your experience with like the previous doctor and now you're going to have a whole new experience with MD Anderson, so.
I don't even know what I'm getting into. But yeah, so we're going to create an account with that t-shirt company and hopefully link it to my channel. So if you guys wanted to, it would help me out instead of a GoFundMe, but at the same time you're getting something from it and you're not just
Giving you money for
giving me
nothing.
money. Yeah. And that way, I mean, if it has something that says ACC or Adenoid Cystic Carcinoma or the ribbon or something, at least it can, if you're wearing that out in public or you have something with it, it brings awareness to it.
Mm-hmm.
And people will be like, what is that for? And then you
Spark
can
the
tell
conversation.
them. Exactly. So awareness is good. All right. Anyways, that's all for today. Like, subscribe. Dawson says bye.
I'm short to the point, so.
Oh my god. Alright guys, that's all for this video. Keep an eye out for future videos. Stop laughing at me.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, but bye.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Do it the Oliver way. Bye.
Yeah. Okay.
I wonder how much you're going to edit out.
There's going to be a lot of bloopers, I think. Okay. What am I supposed to say? What did you say? What did you just say?
See you next time. Yeah, bye. Deuces.
Oh my god. Peace.